Hello everyone out there, this is Peter Harris of Commercial Property Advisors. I hope you're all doing well today. I get the awesome privilege and honor of speaking to aspiring commercial real estate investors all across this country, and I get to ask my favorite question. And the question is, why are you doing this business? What are some of the driving factors of why you want to invest in commercial real estate? So I get to pull it out of them, and nearly all the whys are just powerful. And I really believe that if the why is powerful, then the how-to is not so difficult. But here's the problem. Many people can't get past their why into doing. And you want to know why? It's because of excuses, right? And here are the top 5 excuses that I'm going to share with you, but also share with you how to get over them. The first excuse is, Peter, I don't have enough time. Okay? The second excuse is, Peter, I don't have enough money. The third one is, Peter, I don't know what to do or how to get started. The fourth one is, Peter, I'm going to wait until the timing is right. And the fifth one is, my spouse will not let me do it. So those are the top 5 excuses. The title of this video is called the 5 lame excuses to not wanting to invest in commercial real estate. Now, I use the word lame. The word lame means uninspired. Okay, so these are things that are in your life that are not inspiring you to play a bigger game. So in this video, I want to share with you that success occurs when your why, when your dreams, right, are bigger than your excuses. So let's get started. Let's get started right here. I mentioned a few seconds ago that if the why is powerful, and then the how-to is not so difficult. Now, the enemy of your why, because the enemy of your why are your excuses. Let me explain. So when I interview our students, I pull out their why, and this is decades of pulling out whys, and I've compiled the top 5 whys. If some of them trigger you or excite you, or this is you, I'm speaking to you, please type in the comment box, which why are you? Okay? The first why of why a typical student of ours wants to get into commercial real estate is because they want to use commercial real estate as a vehicle to create walk-away money, okay? Where they can walk away from their job. Very powerful job, very powerful why, okay? So again, if this resonates with you, type in the comment box, this is it, number 1 is mine, Peter, okay? Or is it number 2, you like to use commercial real estate to leave a legacy for your family, leave something for your kids, for your grandkids, for your nieces and nephews. Commercial real estate can change lives, okay? It can change generations. It can create generational wealth. Number 3, the third why, these are in no order of importance, okay? These are just the top 5 whys use commercial real estate to get their time back. We have many students that work 6 days a week, 10 hours a day, and they have no time to do anything to put food on the table than work. And work is very honorable, but they desire to do a different type of work where they can spend not as much time at work and with their family, okay? To get their time back, okay? Number 4 is to use commercial real estate, okay? This is a very powerful one. This is probably one of my favorites is you want to use commercial real estate to give you options, to pursue a passion, okay? To be able to work part-time, right? And to be able to afford to do that, or to pursue to volunteer somewhere, to pursue a missions trip, whatever it is, okay? Commercial real estate can give you that option, right? And lastly, this is a huge why, right? And this may resonate with probably every one of you out there that are buying single-family homes with the purpose of retiring and creating cash flow, okay? Some of our students have bought 10, 20, sometimes up to 30 homes and still come to us because they have no cash flow, right? So that's you. I want you to put that into the comment box. That long-term rentals aren't doing it for you, no matter how many you have. All right. So now along with these powerful whys, these are such powerful whys, are the excuses. Okay? The excuses are the enemy to your why. Okay? The excuses are like nails. Okay? I got this quote from Jim Rohn, so I can't take credit for this quote, but it's so awesome. Excuses are nails to build a house, okay, of failure. Yes, yes. Excuses are for people who don't want it bad enough. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want this? Okay? Are you willing to spend some time, money, effort, right? Risks, a little bit of something to get some of this? How bad do you want it? And number 3, excuses will always be there for you, but the opportunities won't. Some of you, let's face it, are my age and you don't have a retirement, right? It's time to get busy, all right? It's time to live out your whys so you can have a better life, right? So what I want to do next is I want to jump into the first excuse, okay? And the first excuse is, Peter, I don't have the time. Let's do that first. All right, let's start off with excuse number 1. Excuse number 1 is, Peter, I don't have the time to invest in commercial real estate. I'm too busy, okay? I have my job, I have the family, I have the extended family, I have this to do around the house, I have this, I have that. Lame excuses, lame excuses. You want to know why? Let me ask you this question, okay? So anyone that gives me that excuse, Peter, I don't have the time. Okay, I'll ask him this question. What if you were gifted $20 million, but you only had 3 years to live? Okay, and the question is not what would you do? The question becomes, what would you stop doing? Okay, think about that. Let's think about that for a second. Okay, $20 million in the bank, you got 3 years to live. What would you stop doing? Think about that. Okay, now here's a quote here. When you think about that, now that you're thinking about that, where your energy goes, your focus goes. So when you start thinking about what you would stop doing, you're going to start thinking about your deepest values. What's most meaningful to you, right? You're going to think about your mission here on earth, why God put you here. And number 3, leaving a legacy that endures time, right? So that's what's going to happen in the next 3 years, okay? Again, so what would you stop doing, okay? Because you need the time. Well, let me just say this. You probably would stop watching TV, right? The average American spends 4 hours a day, which is incredible. Is TV that good where you can spend 4 hours a day watching it? I don't know about that. But the average American spends 4 hours a day on TV. Blows my mind. Number 2, if you would just get off your phone, the average American spends 171 minutes per day on their phone. Okay? And number 3, what would you stop doing? You would stop procrastinating. Okay? So if you can do any of these 3, okay, and you need 3 to 4 hours a week, 3 to 4 hours per week to start investing in commercial real estate, this is not a whole lot of time. There is a time commitment. It's not a whole lot. All right? So you can generate this easily by just adjusting this or dropping some of this. Okay? So I just blew up that excuse for you. I just blew it up. Okay? All right. Let's go to excuse number 2. Here we are with excuse number 2. Number 2 is, Peter, I don't have enough money. Okay? That is an excuse, and we're going to blow it up. Okay? Now, I'm going to share with you 3 truths about money, and then 3 proofs to further blow up this excuse. Okay? Here are the 3 truths. The first truth is you do have enough money. I want you to repeat that. You do have enough money. I do have enough money. You do. And I'll share with you in a minute why you do. Number 2 is you do need money in commercial real estate. I am not a believer in 100% financing and over leveraging yourself. That is not smart at all. Okay? Not smart at all. So you do need money to get the property under contract, do inspections, things like that. So you do need money. Okay? And then number 3, gained knowledge trumps money. I'll explain that in a second. Gained understanding, being in a mentorship program like this, letting us guide you and hold your hand as we walk you through this process, trumps money all the time. Let me share with you the 3 proofs, okay, to further blow up this excuse. A video link will appear of one of our students. His name is Jacob, who is a waiter who purchased a 90-unit apartment building with no money out of his pocket, okay? And he's a prize student of ours, working on closing his second deal with, guess how much out of his pocket? 0, okay? So after one deal, he is investing with his partners full-time and getting checks every single quarter. Got it? Okay, so if he can do it, you can do it. Watch this video so you can see the proof that of blowing up the excuse that you don't have enough money. Okay. Number 2, Allison, also one of our students. Her video link will appear here. She was a beginning student. Okay. Her first commercial deal, she bought a $6 million apartment building. Again, if she can do it, you can do it. Okay. And number 3, another set of our students, Takashi and Ray, right? 100% of their down payment came from an investor. What they put into the deal was their knowledge. Okay, so again, their gained knowledge from being in this program with us, from us holding their hands through the process. Their gained knowledge was great enough for a person to give them all of the down payment to purchase this apartment building. Okay. So, lastly, I'm going to share with you, there's a video. These are examples. This is a training that we give to everybody. It's called 6 Ways to Raise Your Down Payment Money. So watch this video. The link will appear in the bottom of the screen. So this is instruction. This is proof. Okay? Guess what? Kaboom! All right? So this excuse has been blown out. So this is no longer an excuse. All right. Let's go to excuse number 3. Here is excuse number 3. Okay, number 3 is I don't know what to do or how to get started. Okay, I can see how you would think that, and that could be smart, right? If you're sitting on money and you want to invest it, but you go, I don't know what to do or how to get started. Yeah, I understand that, right? Okay, now. So what I want to do to blow up this excuse is I'm going to share with you what exactly to do and how to get started. Okay? Here's what I want you to do. Okay? I want you to download my book. No strings attached. You won't get a call from us or nothing. No strings attached. The link will appear here right on the screen. It's my best-selling book, Commercial Real Estate for Beginners. So it's free. No strings attached. Right? Now, if you are the more studious type and want to sit in front of the computer or on your commute, listen to me talk or watch me in the video, you can register for my free course. Again, no strings attached, no cost, it's free. Both these are free. How to buy your first commercial property. Okay, so that's what to do. Okay, and how to get started in all this. Okay, is if you want to know how to get started after you read all this, contact our incredible staff. I will brag on our staff all day long. They are incredible people. They make me look so good. They are the backbone of what we do in our company. They are the backbone. Okay, so I just blew that up. Okay, so now you know what to do and how to get started. Kaboom! No more excuse. Let's go to excuse number 4. And here we are at excuse number 4. Okay, I love this one. This excuse is the timing isn't right. Okay, the timing isn't there. The timing is just not the right time, Peter, right now for me to invest in commercial real estate. So they will often say, Peter, I'm waiting for the housing market to crash. I'm waiting for a housing market correction, right? My reply to that is, so what? Okay? As commercial real estate investors, we don't invest in housing. Okay? So there's a difference between housing and commercial real estate. We do not invest in single family homes. Yes, that may crash. We don't care, right? But everyone doesn't need a house. Everyone needs a place to live. And that's where we invest. So we are mainly multifamily investors. right? Now, with multifamily investing, volatility, because of the housing market crash, has its benefits. Let me explain. The last 2 times or 3 times when we had market volatility, when the market went kind of haywire, okay, I was in the middle of all of that, okay, with everything. Lots of units owned, mortgages, bills to pay, tenants, property management, everywhere. I was in the thick of it. And guess what happened? Okay, we came out of it smelling like roses. You want to know why? It's because when the housing market kind of went haywire, guess what people did? They stopped buying homes and rented our apartments. So our demand went through the roof. When our demand went through the roof, guess what happened? Our rents went up. I recall back in, what was it, between 2008 and 2009, okay, that maybe 14 to 18 month period, we raised our rents 3 times, like within 14 months, because people stopped buying homes and wanted to rent our apartments to wait out the volatility, okay, the housing volatility. Okay, so this excuse of waiting for the housing market to crash is a lame excuse, okay? The other excuse they may say is, Peter, I'm waiting for interest rates to come back down. Interest rates are too high now, Peter. It's scary times. The interest rates are way up there, and they used to be here. Okay, so I'm going to wait until they come back down. Oh, really? Okay, I have 2 thoughts on that. First one is in the meantime, okay, I'm talking multifamily only. I'm not talking self-stores, mobile home parks, any of that. I'm talking multifamily, which we do the most of. Okay. In the meantime, when interest rates go up, guess what happens to us? Our rents will go up, because people are wanting to not buy homes and rent our apartments. This is happening today and yesterday, and what happened tomorrow. When our rents go up, our property values go up. Okay. As you know, the NOI goes up in commercial, so there's a property value, and we get tax benefits. So while you are waiting for interest rates to come back down, you're missing out on rent increases, more cash flow. You're renting out and creating more equity, more net worth, okay? And you're missing out on tax benefits, money that you won't have to pay to Uncle Sam. Okay, you're missing out on all 3. So the question becomes, the benefit that you wait for the interest rates to come back down, will the rates get low enough to overcome the benefits of these 3? Will they? No, they won't. No, they won't. So while you wait for this to happen, you're missing out on all of this. You'll be an old man. Okay? All right. And number 3, this is very common, a very common but lame excuse. Peter, I'm going to wait until things are just right for me. All right? All I have to say about that one is, if something is very important to you, okay, you'll find a way. You will find a way. Remember those whys I showed you a few minutes ago. Okay? Do one of those whys fit you? Are one of those whys you? Okay? So if something is very important to you, you'll find a way. If not, you'll find excuses. Got it? Okay. Lame excuses, uninspired excuses. All right. Let's go to the 5th and final excuse. Let's do that next. All right, here we are, the 5th and final lame excuse, right? The 5th excuse is my spouse doesn't want me to do it, right? And I know many of you have spouses that are doubters or not too encouraging and can suppress you, but that can be overcome. It really, really can, okay? I just share with you, if your spouse says, dear, you don't have the time. Well, now we know how to break off that excuse, right? For both of you. If they were to say, babe, we don't have enough money, well, we can talk about that too, and how that's no longer an excuse. Or they may say, you're not even sure what to do, how to get started. We talked about that one as well, all right? And the 4th one is, husband or wife, did you just watch the news? You want to invest right now? We talked about that one too. All right, so this is the 5th one. We have to convince your spouse or your loved one to go along with with what you want to do and achieve something great for your life. So here's what I want you to do. right? You pause this video and you take this part, this 1 or 2 minute part, over to them and share with them, right? About what I'm going to share, okay? All right, so I'm going to share with you now, okay? Loved one, you have a significant other, a husband or friend, or that wants to jump into commercial real estate and accomplish big things for themselves and for you. And I want to share with you a few things of how powerful your role can be in making sure they are successful. Okay, so number one, I want you to be a source of encouragement to your loved one. Okay, it's amazing how powerful a loved one's voice can be, right? To accomplish something great. For example, my wife is so encouraging to me. I jump into these very difficult, sophisticated deals. Sometimes I think over my head, but guess what? My wife goes, babe, you can do this. And guess what? I get it done. I figure out a way to get it done. So that's what your loved one needs. They need that powerful voice behind them telling them that they can do it. You'll be amazed at what they can do if you would encourage them the right way. Okay? Secondly, I want you to hold them accountable for the time and money they're about to spend on investing in commercial real estate. Okay? So that's your role, to hold them accountable. So now if you can hold them accountable for the time and money they're going to spend on this endeavor to improve everyone's life, you combine that with the encouragement, man, I tell you, life-changing goals can be achieved. Okay? There's this video that we have, commercial real estate investing with your spouse. It's amazing when a couple is aligned with the same goals, they can do amazing things that they thought they could never achieve. Okay? Number three, I want you to give them support when needed. Okay? So the business of commercial real estate, sometimes the deals don't close and it can take the breath out of them. Okay? It can be very discouraging. That's when they need to be picked up. Okay? They need to be picked up because the doubts start to creep in. Their mindset isn't right because they just failed on getting a deal to the closing table or they didn't get the offer accepted. It can really slow them down or stop them. This is when you need to jump in, right? And you need to give them support when needed. And you want to know why? It's because, yes, I'm their coach, but you know them best. You know how to pick them up and tell them, get back up and get back out there. Okay, so that's your role. Okay, because when that person gets up and gets out there, it's going to change your life too. Okay, and number four, are you going to participate? I hope so, because I would love to coach you too. Right? So in coaching, I'll share with you what the husband's role is, the wife's role is, because you two are partners now. Okay? Doesn't matter if you're husband and wife, you are partners and you're going after the same thing. So there is power in two becoming one with each other in real estate. This video here is going to share with you how that works. Okay? Commercial real estate investing with your spouse. You can see two amazing people that are husband and wife, power couple, getting great things done and changing the lives for themselves and their kids. Right there. Okay? All right. Okay. So loved one, I just thank you for your time and I wish you the best. All right. Okay. So I hope this helped you. I really hope it helped you. All right. To knock out that excuse that my spouse doesn't want me to do it. All right. That's how you get around that. And through it and conquer. All right. Okay, everyone. So thank you so much for hanging out this long with me, right? And now you no longer have the excuse that you don't have enough time, you don't have enough money, you don't know what to do, how to get started, the timing isn't right, or your spouse doesn't want to do it. All those are kabloom, blown up. Okay, so now it's time to take action. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for your time today. I really, really appreciate you. You have a great day, and I'll see you at the next video.